Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen.
Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. We are here for the weekly review show. Should probably be the week this week, but who gives a shit? I tried to find some foreigners, but I guess Brexit means Brexit, so I've got a full English supporting panel.
Well, no, I'm actually originally from Italy, so I could give some Italian.
There we go. We've found an Italy fan as well. We've sorted it. Brexit don't mean Brexit. We've sorted it. I was going to say if we can take Spain to penalties, I do fancy us to win that, providing we get the keeper of them to take their next penalty. Isn't that right, Kenny?
I prefer not to speak. Okay, I prefer not to speak. Okay.
So all we need to do is make sure that John Henderson does not touch that fucking football in that penalty shootout, because I've seen him now take 2 penalties for England, messed up both of them. So I as an England fan, have banned John Henderson from taking penalties. He's not allowed to touch that ball. That was bad yesterday. That penalty, it wasn't even in the corner. That was my issue with it. Wasn't even a good penalty. Done my head in. But that's not the only thing that's done my head in. But we'll get into all of that. We're going to look at all the biggish teams. We're not going to go for all of it. Jesus, we haven't got all day. So we're going to look at England, of course. We're going to have a look at France. We're going to have a look at Spain, Portugal, Germany, Italy. And we're going to have a look at 2 small nations, Wales and Scotland. So I thought we would take a little look at them. But before we do that, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel with notifications on. Big up to Cop in the channel. Hello all, as is Wilf. Big up. And now this won't mean anything is happening, but Rhys Williams of Liverpool posted on his stories hanging out with Ed Williams. Have you not thought that maybe because they both share the last name Williams that they thought they would meet up for a pen date? How do you know that? How do you know? That could be how we're doing it. But there is no better place to start than our country. Let's get the best over and done with. Let's start with the manager. We'll start Southgate. I was saying sort of before that it's basically BTEC Jose Ball with public relations or people skills. We have managed to get another golden generation, which, you know, we are slowly into a golden generation. Yet I fear we're going through the same fuck-ups that we did with our last one, which is hired a bunch of incompetent assholes to try and win us stuff. Sulz, we'll start with you. What's your thoughts on Southgate?
The thing is, right, he's done what he can with what he's got, but he's not going to ever win us anything, unfortunately. I mean, I'd love for him to prove me wrong, because, like, I'd really love it if we got to the final. That buzz of, you know, the World Cup when Trippier scored that free kick against Croatia and all of that to come back, it would be brilliant. But I just think it's a lack of... Sometimes, you know, when you're a defensive manager and to unleash, like, just let the reins go, I don't think he's got that in him. I don't mind his tactics so much for a knockout competition if he's willing to kind of just be like, all right, you know what, for this kind of game, we need to just attack. This is where we dominate the game. There's certain teams, like France, for example, or if you play Germany, or if you play a Belgium, where taking that sort of defensive approach makes sense because we're probably more of the underdogs in those situations. But when we play the likes of San Marino with a 5-back, and when we're playing that, it just doesn't make any sense when we're going this defensive against teams. We should be absolutely pamming. So I think he has experimented. We have played with a 4-3-3. We've been playing with the sort of 4-2-3-1. So he has got it in his locker, but hopefully we see it in a competition now. So we'll see. That's all I can say on him before we get the channel cancelled.
It's interesting you said Belgium for going a bit defensive. Have you seen the age of their centre backs? Do you know what? I would I'd have a shit. For Belgium, I'll just get a shit ton of pace merchants on that pitch and go have a nice field day.
Do you know to go counter-attacking, like that sort of sit back and counter-attack them? Yeah, I don't mind that against Belgium because Belgium's attack is really good. So yeah, it's one of those where I don't mind it with certain teams. I can understand it, but when it comes to these smaller, like no offense to them, but like when it comes to the smaller teams where we are the favourites on paper, why are we playing 5 at the back? That's what a team that's not favorited to win a team is doing. So sometimes you just need to let it break. Like especially with our attack, we've got Grealish, we've got Harry Kane, we've got Sterling, Foden, Mount. Brilliant. Like just them alone, like Jude Bellingham. Like there's so much attacking prowess in that team that's our strength. Why don't we use it? Why are we utilizing something we're not that great at, which is defensive ability? But hey, maybe Southgate proves us wrong. Who knows? And we could be all looking like mugs.
I hope he proves me wrong. Aaron saying could be offending, but I just thought it was weird, especially with the rumours of him to Donny. I mean, if you take Rhys Williams off Liverpool, I don't know what you want me to say. I'm not going to be jealous if you get Rhys Williams, mate. Like I'm not going to be jealous. Like that's not physically possible. Not Rhys Williams, anyway. Kenny at the wheel. Hello from Little Timmy. RJ in the chat. Hold up. Is that Sulz? Oh my God, it's Sulz. He's back. RJ's missed you by the looks of it. Crikey, the comments. Wolf, big up to Wolf. I saw Sulz on the Banter podcast. Oh yeah, that was funny. Sulz is he was on a lot of shows. It was absolutely brilliant. RJ Goat. But Kenny, talk to me about Southgate.
To be honest, I don't even think Southgate's going to be Ireland in this Euro. Oh, wait! Yeah, Southgate, he is awful for us. A lot of people defend him with that World Cup semi-final run. Who did we face in that World Cup semi-final run? Let's look. Tunisia. Who the hell plays for Tunisia? I cannot name one player who plays for Tunisia. Panama.
Thank God Tunisia aren't in the Euros because the shit talking's already started.
Panama.
You don't need to go through the whole tournament. Kenny, I'm pretty sure everyone sat in this panel knows who England played in the run-up to that semi-final against Croatia. Yeah. We're all more than a fucking aware of it.
Yeah, you get my point, yeah. We won against easy sides. It was just easy sides. You've never heard.
Look, you can beat what's in front of you. It's not his fault that he got an easier side of the tournament.
Yeah.
You still have to beat them.
But Kenny is right in a way that we shouldn't really gas it up too much. I gas it up all the time because England in a World Cup semi-final. Well, of course, I'm gassing that shit up. But it was a fairly nice, relaxing journey. Apart from the penalty shootout against Colombia, where I must admit, when we had that penalty, I don't know how I was feeling because I tried to block that penalty shootout out of my head. Because I was like, great, England penalties, this only ends one way. But luckily I was proved wrong.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, as far as his cons go, we get dominated in nearly every game. In Romania got dominated because we play a 5 at the back defensive thing. We attempt at times 60 minutes into a game, we like defensively, and then 60 minutes into it, we do go a little bit more into the game and get the goal. And then once we get the goal, if we do get it, back to being defensive. And that's not going to work against most sides in the tournament, bar maybe some attacking sides. Like maybe your...
Just to say, we did play a 4-2-3-1 against Romania.
Yeah, but to
Actually,
be honest, what was really the difference, to be honest? It was still as defensive.
To be fair, in defence, and you won't see me defending Southgate too often. In his defence, he did have a heavily rotated side. And a lot of them players are definitely... Okay, I'll put it this way. If them players start against Croatia, I quit England. I'm going to go support France.
I mean, yeah, but you should still be battering Romania.
I agree with that.
You still have the likes of Marcus Rashford, Jack Grealish, Jadon Sancho, Luke Shaw even, Ward-Prowse. You have the likes of all of them who are great players. You should still be thrashing Romania. Then against Austria, which is a better example actually, because we had more starting 11 players. We had like the likes of Kane.
But did we? We're still without Foden. We're still without Mount. We're still without Rhys James. We're still without Maguire, Stones, Shaw at that time. I mean, you can argue that if we... I'll just quickly say what I think Southgate will do and just say yes or no. So Pickford in goal with Rhys James right wing back, Walker right centre back with probably fucking Cody and Mings or Cody and Shaw or Mings and Shaw, because I don't think Maguire's going to be fit for the first game. And it'll be Luke Shaw left back with fucking Declan Rice and probably, I don't know, Bellingham or Ben White
Mount,
knowing that.
Maybe Rice and Mount.
What you think Southgate's gonna go that attacking in
Yeah, but he loves the Mount though. He does love him.
Yeah, but I thought he'd put... I was gonna say that he'd put Mount in the cam with Foden on the wing, with Grealish on the wing, with Harry Kane up front.
Yeah, but isn't that...
Wait, are you going 4 back or are you going 5 back? Because you said wing backs.
Wings, cams, whatever you want to call it. He plays that weird game. He definitely won't start 2 strikers. I think we can rule that one straight out the window.
Yeah.
I actually think he's going to deploy a 4-2-3-1 this tournament more than he'll deploy a 3-back. Yeah, I think the only game he'll do a 3-back against is probably Croatia, and then after that against Scotland and who else have we played?
Czech Republic.
Yeah, Czech Republic. Yeah, he'll probably do a 4-2-3-1 against them.
I hear that.
The thing is, he's been heavily doing it in the friendlies, and I don't think you do something like this in a friendly competition if you're not looking to implement it in a tournament, especially not the last 2 games before a major tournament. You'd play the 3-back just to make sure like the team's ready to play the system. And that's just the idea I'm getting, and I think it will be a Declan Rice Bellingham or a Declan Rice Mount or a Declan Rice someone. More than likely, it will be more of an attacking next to him, yeah.
Look, Sulz, I'm not against doing that. I just want to make that quite clear. I'm not against playing attacking football. I just don't know if Southgate knows what attacking football looks like. Maybe he's been practicing on Football Manager. We never know. But Gooner, I mean, you've gone from supporting I used the word supporting loosely. Supporting Mikel Arteta over the season to now having to support Southgate. You must be absolutely loving life right now.
Well, as I said backstage, for me, Southgate is just Arteta in a waistcoat. A very shit manager, very inexperienced, backed by people who don't understand his tactics properly. He's way too defensive with the team we have. What he needs to realise is when you look at the 3 sections of our team, that be midfield, attack, defence, the defence and the goalkeeper are by far the worst point compared to the attack and the midfield. So why does he play such a defensive system? That makes no sense to me. For me, just outscore your opponents. We have the ability to outscore. Okay, we might concede 1 or 2 goals, but we have the ability to go and score 3 or 4. So the fact that he's playing so defensive, ruining the likes of Harry Kane, not giving them the chances they need. We saw it against Romania as well. There's no opportunities for Calvert-Lewin. There was nothing. And I mean, Grealish was carrying the team. He had to play left wing, right wing, centre attacking midfield. He was even drifting in up front in certain areas. Because Rashford, for me, was absolutely diabolical. He shouldn't have even been on the plane, but here we are. And Sancho, he was good, but again, he just wasn't doing enough. So, for me, if he has any sense, play Saka. He's the most on-form winger that we have. Foden, I don't think he's going to play wing very well for England. And I mean, Grealish just looks better in the midfield. He just looks so much better in the midfield. So stick to what he did against Austria. I know it was a friendly match and it's only Austria and this and that, but Saka and Grealish carried the team. Saka's played, 3 or 4 games now for England and he's picked up 2 or 3 Man of the Match awards. That says it all for me, that he's the best England player right now with Grealish. So play your on-form players. It's a knockout tournament.
If we're playing with Harry Kane, because Harry Kane likes to drop deep, I actually want Marcus Rashford playing. I mean, if providing he can keep on side, Harry Kane will have a field day pinging in balls with like a bit. If you think Rashford running in behind, Harry Kane linking up with him, I think we could see a bit of a Son Kane sort of dynamic there. Maybe with a Saka or a Sancho, but we need runners. That with Harry Kane, you can see that against Austria. We need runners. Harry Kane is no longer that guy who's going to stay up top. As much as I want him to, he's one of our best finishers. His man's simply not going to do that. I want runners. That's what I want. But Alex, what about you? What do you think of Southgate and what sort of tactics do you think we're even going to look at?
I wouldn't make too much notice of the friendly games, to be honest. I think friendly games are there to experiment and to see what players are fitting in the system. I think it's going to be interesting what he's going to do with Grealish, because he played Grealish in 2 games for full 90 minutes, or he maybe took him off for one of the games, and he seems to be playing a quite important part in the team. And I think he's the only player in our team that we have at the moment. You can kind of bring that creative spark between the midfield, even drop deep and carry the ball. And before Mount can do that job, but Grealish, he is a bit more on the ball. He is a bit more. He can dribble past. He's got that kind of more. I don't know what I would call it. More that Hazard kind of like movement. When Hazard was at Chelsea, it's kind of that. You can get cheap fouls, and in a way, England have always relied on set pieces, and actually having Grealish in a team where he can get out of situations and get fouled a lot. In a way to speak about it is quite that Brexit football where we use free kicks and fouls into our advantage, but it could actually benefit us because we are dangerous from set pieces. We have always been, and so that could be another interesting part. And yeah, I think with the Rashford and Saka the situation there, I think Rashford's going to start. I think Rashford being with his pace and his, especially we're going to be playing against Croatia. I think Croatia's still going to come at us. I don't think they're going to sit back. There's going to be one of those games. I think the game will be open, and I think just Rashford's pace. I think it's going to be important. But I don't know. Our team is so talented now. I was just looking at the team and they were just listing a number of players. I do know what he's going to do. I have no clue what he's going to do because our team, in an attacking point, is so talented and it's just I don't know how he's going to fit them all in. Like how is he going to fit all these?
It could be a benefit though, because if we don't know what he's going to do, think of the opposition managers trying to go.
Yeah.
What the f is Southgate going to do with this lot? No, it could. In a weird way, it could be a benefit, especially like the Croatians would go like, is he going to come and attack us or is he sitting back? I don't know. And then by the time they've worked out what we're doing, we could be 2 goals up. Like, you never know.
I guess.
But you know what, though? He could be like setting up defense. Like, the perception could be from like Croatia, Czech Republic, Scotland that he's going to come in defensively. But then he could just surprise the world, and I don't think it's going to happen. But I'm just saying, he could come in with a 4-2-3-1, like attacking for me, like really fluid.
Imagine if he whacks out a 4-3-3.
Yeah, I mean a 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3 can become the same thing, really. But like it would be. But I mean, if you think about it, though, our midfield, we can do whatever we like. It is that good.
No, I hear that. Rhys, what about you? What do you think we'll see from Southgate in the tournament?
I'm not really too sure because he started both games in a 4 at the back, but then I think switched in the first game, didn't he, to a 5. I can't remember what he did in the second one. But it's interesting because I think Grealish was the only one that started both games. I think,
Yeah.
or at least he played the most minutes. So I think Southgate is really trying to kind of figure out what he wants to do with him. He played more on the left in the first game and played more in the middle on the second. So it will be kind of interesting to see whether he brings in the City and Chelsea lads straight away just because they're better quality players, or if he keeps them out and slowly brings them in throughout the group. Because obviously he's got 3 games to do so, and we should probably get through regardless of whether all of them start or not. I think it's quite likely that Kane starts and comes in straight away because obviously Calvert-Lewin we saw in the second game just didn't really offer anything. Obviously he won the penalty, but that was mainly from Henderson playing such a good ball through. And also with Johnstone in the second game, I actually thought he made some really good saves, especially that one that was I think it was a double save where they had like the open goal tap in and it was a really good save. So I think he kind of from that he warranted at least one start in the group. Whether Southgate agrees or if he just goes with the tried and trusted Pickford, or maybe obviously the fact that he hasn't started Henderson in either of the games, maybe he's gone for both of them and then he's thinking to go with Henderson in the group. So I just don't know.
We'll get into
a benefit. I think the fact that we have so many options on fairly equal levels in obviously attack and in the goalkeeper areas, but it's just the centre backs that worry me, especially if Maguire isn't fit.
Yeah, no, I hear that. All saying, "Hey, Chelsea fans, party over, get ready for relegation." Havertz on fire. Mason Mount needs to start. Is crucial to the system. That is true. That is true. Jay is not confident with Southgate. He says a 3-4-2-1. He could go for a 2-4-4. I mean, he could shit himself and try 4 strikers. You never know.
You don't think in tournaments. Sorry, no.
Yeah.
The thing I want to say, like, look, in a tournament, you don't have to, like, for example, a good example, like, look, Chelsea won the best team in the tournament. They won it. Like, you don't have to be the best. You don't have to be. You don't like. It's all about results, and I think England are the kind of team that have the players. We could grind results, and the thing is, I think we don't play pretty football. We're not that team to go on and score goals. This is a tournament, and to be honest, the way our team we could set up and the way we could have play football, it doesn't really matter. It's all about the result, isn't it? At the end of the day, and so I think it's. I mean,
there's one issue with that.
I'm confident. In a weird way, I'm quite confident with this team, but it's weird that
For me, it's like the French keep mentioning someone called Mbappe, and I'm pretty sure that man got pocketed by Axel Tuanzebe, so I'm starting to question his qualities. So, I mean, there's no real team that we should be afraid of. I mean, the French, they've got what? Mbappe, a Pogba that is about as... do you know what? I've had more consistent shits than Pogba. Spain, who do Spain really have? Portugal, they've got an OAP who is still their main man. Like... Germany, I mean, you know what Timo Werner's like. Man's probably going to get offside and lob 4 shots into North Macedonia.
Come on, man. Germany are different, bro. They've got Thomas Muller this time, and that guy will improve them tenfold.
Yeah, you're right. They also lost to North Macedonia, so
but without Thomas Muller, trust me, Thomas Muller literally can carry any team.
You never know. They might just they might play Werner up top, but
true.
I want to go to the big call that was made today. Obviously, Southgate has decided to take Ben White over Ward-Prowse and over Godfrey and over Lingard. Now, Alex made a really good point about set pieces. Sulz, I'll go to you first. No set piece taker apart from Trippier on the pitch. Well, the squad, let alone the pitch. So, I mean...
Yeah, but Harry Kane's really good at him.
Like, Mount is not bad either, but, like, why don't you take James Ward-Prowse?
Oh, yeah, we've got Mount.
Why don't you? Why? Like, I don't get it. You don't need another centre back. Like it's crazy, man. Like, it's actually crazy. Like, look,
Yeah, but he
James
wants to play
Ward-Prowse,
9 at the back in it,
he's
so
not
he needs
amazing,
more.
but he's a guy. Trust me, the reason why we got where we got, like one of the reasons why that year we got to the semi-finals, because we were dangerous set pieces. We were always dangerous, and like, you know what I mean? We're that kind of team. We're the team that rely on set pieces, and they're not to take a guy whose deliveries are incredible. And I would be watching a game here, and James Ward-Prowse would be on a pitch. Every single free kick that would be close to the goal, I'll get excited. I'll be like, shit, this is gonna go in. I think there's at least over a 90% chance that he gets that goal in the net. So to have that in the team, I think it's a rarity. So I have no clue why he took another defender. It's just, I don't know, man. It's.
So you were pretty happy about Ben White. You said you had no real issues with that. What were your thoughts on that?
I think he should have been in it to begin with, to be honest with you. I think Ben White's had a really good season. He's a young, up-and-coming centre-back. I think he's, in my opinion anyway, he might be slightly better than Tyrone Mings. He's got a lot of mistakes in him.
Slightly.
Man
said slightly.
That's just a personally, that's just a personal opinion. Some people
I think everyone agrees with you on this panel, especially.
Yeah, I think we were just a bit shocked by the choice of slightly.
All right, okay. No, I'm just saying because I don't want to. I'm not putting the guy down, but like for me, Ben White should have been there to begin with. He's solid. Like he's a really good centre back. He's composed. He can play out the back, which seems to be something which he's getting Pickford to do. And the thing is, as much as when we look at set pieces, to be honest with you, players who are going to start, there's enough there that are good enough. I know Ward-Prowse is arguably our best set piece taker, but there's Mount, there's Grealish, there's Harry Kane, there's Trippier. Like, there's still enough set piece takers that are adequate at least.
The thing is, right, when you take Ward-Prowse out, the chance of you scoring a free kick, especially, is lower, right? Because I'm just going to say it's not.
The question is, how many times do you think Ward-Prowse is going to be on the pitch for when we get a set piece?
Exactly.
Does he go over Declan Rice? Not a chance. You could put him next to Declan Rice, but if what we're all thinking, it could be a Mount. I don't think Ward-Prowse goes in above Mount. Not a chance.
I mean,
I think Mount plays attack.
Well, he might. Mount has played the 8, so but is he going to get over?
That's
Mount
with Kante though. With Kante and with Rice is a totally different situation.
Well, yeah, but we don't even know what they're going to do. But what I'm saying is Ward-Prowse probably doesn't get on the pitch when we have those free kicks. It's not like the NFL when you can substitute your kicker on. We can't do that in football. Yeah. I think that's what they do in NFL. I haven't watched NFL in a long time.
You guys know if it's 5 subs or is it 3? Is it 5 subs or 3 subs?
I think it's 5.
3 of the one.
No, I think it's 5 because haven't UEFA been doing the 5 subs in the Champions League and the Europa League?
Yeah, it's going to be a 3 sub. You only got 3 chances to do your 5 subs. So
so you get 5 subs but 3 chances. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I mean, if you look at the team overall, we've got enough. And I don't think you need, if you're going to take a set piece specialist over something you may need, I think there's many other players. All right, you can get rid of Ben White, for example, but I still wouldn't take Ward-Prowse personally. I'd take someone like a Lingard, for example, someone who can come off the bench, just make that impact. You know, when you need a goal, it's a tight game, you need someone just to make a difference. That's what you do. But I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking. He might do a 9 at the back with 1 attacker. I don't know. Might need more centre back.
To keep this fluid, who do we think is going to be the breakout success for England this summer? So
for England, okay.
Yeah. So we're going to do one for each team. So for England, who's going to be the breakout in our team?
Bukayo Saka.
Wait. Can I?
Okay, this is not a joke, mate. Right? This is not a joke.
Can I ask a serious question though? What do you mean a breakout? Someone who's already
someone who isn't as well known as a Rashford, as a Saka, I'm afraid, because Saka has been carrying a one-man band for almost a year and a half. So someone who isn't well known, isn't established. Who do we think's gonna have that breakout? So the likes of Ben White, maybe even Phillips, someone of that level. We've only really got two of them.
Would you count Jude
I
Bellingham?
think Jude Bellingham.
Yes, Bellingham I would count.
Bellingham's probably the only one that will get proper
Bellingham,
game time out of all of them.
True.
Yeah, my guy Bellingham, innit? No, I think.
So
that makes it a lot harder because I was going to say Saka because I actually don't think people respect him enough.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Can I explain it?
Can I
explain what I mean?
I'll explain what I mean. A lot of chances.
There are some people, there are a few, like I don't now respect Saka and his ability, but there are a lot of, like, if you go on Twitter and you say Saka, blah, blah, you'll see a lot of hate, not hate for him, but a lot of like, oh, no, he ain't that good. And that's what I mean. That's why it will be.
The thing I've said man needs to do is man needs to learn how to shoot it at goal and get more goals for his role. That's I to a degree I respect him for what he's done because he has carried a one-man band, but I still think that his weakness is shots, and I'm gonna put it bluntly, I don't want him taking too many shots at the Euros because
I mean he did score.
Yes, Sulz, that was an open goal. Don't you dare, bro.
Niall, how many goals does Greenwood have for England again?
Even Greenwood scores that one, by the way.
Who cares?
Just chucking that.
The only player who does not score, lads, is Raheem Sterling. Let's be real.
And Harry Maguire. We all know that. We all know Harry Maguire misses that. But to keep this fluid, we have got a fair few teams to talk about, not just England, unfortunately. Breakout. So RJ, who is your breakout?
For England?
Yeah, mate.
Oh, it has to be Bellingham. Simple.
Bellingham. Sulz?
Bukayo Saka.
Gooner?
Yeah, Bukayo Saka.
Rhys?
Bellingham as well.
Alex?
Well, does Phil Foden count? Or Rhys
No,
James?
because he's like levels now, isn't it?
But then what about Rhys James?
You could say Rhys James. I think that's
Rhys James,
a fair one.
Yeah.
I mean, Rhys James is the Champions League winner. Can you say that?
Well, but then who? But yeah, Bellingham. But I just
There's no one, Alex. There's no one.
Rhys James is. You are allowed.
But the thing is, though, I'm trying to think of a player that's actually going to be playing, not just Bellingham or Saka. Like, maybe Bellingham will play, maybe Saka, but we don't think they're gonna. Maybe Rice. I put Declan Rice. Maybe he will have a really good.
Yeah.
But he's already an established player, though. Like people do rate him.
Yeah, but then they're all established. Saka's
There's no one.
No, but Saka, not like even Rhys James. I'll give you.
It's
Rhys
okay.
James.
I'll
take Rhys James. Champions League winner. If you can't do both.
I'll take Rhys James.
I get what Alex is saying. You got to remember, we're all fans of British teams. Obviously, most of us Premier League teams. Some obviously aren't. Yeah, Plymouth and that. But at the end of the day, we will know a lot about these players. Whereas when we get to the likes of Germany, Belgium, and that, it's going to be a much better conversation. So I think for England, it's literally just perception. It's who you rate and who you don't, or who you know about and who you don't. Yeah. So it's a difficult one.
So I'll take Rhys James. That's fine. Max, what about you? If you are there,
Saka.
He is not there. Max, are you there?
You said Saka.
Oh, did he?
He did.
Kenny, what about you?
I think Ben White, because I think he's gonna play in a 3 at the back. I'm afraid, or midfield.
Fair shout. And Chris, what about you, mate? The breakout player, you knobhead.
I knew he was going to say that.
What's your education system like, lads?
So I'll just put Saka, and I'm just
no Saka here. I'd rather have Rhys James.
Well, that's fine. Saka still wins it. So that's the best player. I think. Shall I just put Harry Kane down now? Yeah.
No, I think Grealish.
No.
Yeah, I think Grealish.
Definitely Grealish.
Okay. I mean, I would definitely say Kane, but that's fair. Right,
I
let's
want
talk.
to be shameless to say Saka, but no, really.
Not a chance. Not a chance. But Chris, if I remember correctly, you're half Welsh, supporting Wales. God knows, I think.
Yeah, the thing is, I do support Wales and England, but Wales is my prime team event tournament.
Let's talk Wales then. Let's talk about the Welsh. It's okay. I'm going to try and keep this fluid because we may or may inadvertently spend 35. We spent 35 minutes talking England, and we've got a fair few teams to get through. So Wales, obviously Ryan Giggs isn't there. They've had arguably the worst build-up and prep to a Euros you could get. Chris, what are you expecting to see from Wales this year?
Well, we're actually in the hardest group, so I'm not sure what to expect from Wales.
You are not in the hardest group.
Wait, what?
Unless you're in the group. Unless you are
Have you seen our group?
Unless you're in the group of
okay,
Chris,
sorry,
unless you are in the group
I didn't say hardest, I said hard.
RJ, shush. Right, unless you're in the group of France, Portugal, Germany, you are not in the hardest group.
I didn't say hardest, I said hard. I said one of the hard groups. If you've seen our group, we've got Italy, I forgot the other team, but like they are
Turkey and Switzerland.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Well, I know Wales ain't the greatest team, but they do have they did have Ryan Giggs and other managers before. Like, we had a good pattern of play and stuff, and good defensive structure, and had Gareth Bale, of course, who's world class for many years. But to expect from Wales, we'll probably go out in group stage, but I'd definitely take second place in the group stage. And in all fairness, if we get like 4 points and go third, we got a potential. We could go through, right? Still.
Yeah, best placed or best whatever they fucking do for now.
Talking about the new manager, obviously it's Rob Page, it's assistant. I think Ryan Giggs' assistant it was, and he's had like 8-9 games and had 2 losses. So I think 2 or 3 losses anyway, as I remember. It's not a lot of losses, but like if you saw us against Belgium, our pattern of play for our goal was good.
Yeah.
The France game, I thought we was in it until the red card, and I thought it wasn't a red card. In all fairness, we was having good attacks on France's defense.
I watched your game against who the fuck was it? Who was your last friend?
Our last game. Yeah, the 0-0. Wait. Yeah, I couldn't make that game. I couldn't watch it, but I never been 0-0. I forgot who it was. It was against Nobody's.
We did a.
We used Ramsey as centre forward. We used Ramsey as
Albania.
Albania. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, you lot in that game.
It was bad. I heard it was bad. Yeah.
There was only 2 shots.
It's not even that. It's as if your players didn't know what they were doing. Now I thought I saw sideway passing under Gareth Southgate, but then I watched that game and I appreciated Southgate a bit more.
People were literally calling Rob Page for that game. I heard there's calling for him, but I don't know. Like I didn't actually watch that game. I watched the Wales and France game. I couldn't make the next game. I couldn't watch that one, but yeah, like apparently we was really bad in that 0-0 game. Well, I don't know what to expect too much from Wales. In all fairness, like we just give it a go again. We got to the semi-finals last time in the Euros. So
does anyone expect Wales to get out of the group?
No.
No,
0 points. 0 points. Not winning a single game. Not drawing.
Okay,
we'll beat Turkey. We'll beat Turkey.
0 points.
Turkey is on.
No one.
You will not beat Turkey.
No one in here is confident.
Turkey are overrated. Overrated.
So one minute, guys. Guys, RJ, shh. Right. So, breakout. Who do we think is going to be the breakout success for Wales?
Harry Wilson.
Who even plays for Wales? Honestly.
That's
true.
Do you know what? Believe it or not, I think like a David Brooks, Harry Wilson. I think even Neco Williams. I think Neco Williams could have a. No.
No. Well.
That Ward keeper. When I watched him play against France, he was good.
Yeah.
He was actually good.
I think someone of the likes of maybe David Brooks, Neco Williams, Harry Wilson. I think one of them.
We have got a few youngsters in our team, fair.
I'm gonna say David Brooks. RJ, what about you?
Yeah, it's either Dave Brooks or what's his name, Harry Wilson. I mean, I don't think Nico Williams will actually do anything. Let's be real. I'll go Wilson. I'll go Wilson.
One vote for Brooks, one vote for Wilson. Sulz?
No one. They're gonna do shit. No, I'm joking.
Come on.
No worse than England. I assure you.
Guys. We've managed 40 minutes and we're barely through 2 teams.
Yeah, Aaron.
So a breakout player?
Yeah, man. I don't know anyone. I don't know what
I'll give your vote to. I'll give your vote to David Brooks. Gooner, what about you, mate?
I honestly, Harry Wilson.
Right. Rhys, what about you?
Harry Wilson.
He's saying that next
Alex.
Harry Wilson.
Wilson
Chris?
is a good shout. Does Dan James count?
No.
Okay, I'm going to put Wilson then.
Is he even in the squad? Is he not in the squad, I swear?
Kenny.
He's not bad for Wales.
I think that David Brooks will get a whole shot on target and that'll make him the breakout star for Wales.
To be fair, David Brooks is a really good player. And Max, who's yours?
Expectations.
Brooks. So so they drew. Hold on. So
is it a draw?
We can't draw. Because Chris went for Dan James.
No. I said Kenny said no, so I went Wilson.
Right. So Wilson wins that one then. But Brooks is a good shout. Best player, I should just put Gareth Bale down.
No,
Aaron Ramsey.
Aaron Ramsey.
Brooks.
Wait, what'd you say?
No.
What did you say?
Williams. We gotta do it to Neco Williams, isn't it?
Chris, who's the best player for Wales? Who do you think's gonna be your best player?
It's gotta be Gareth Bale.
Neco Williams.
The man has done a lot. The man has done a lot for Wales.
I hear that. I do hear that. He's probably is your best player. Let's talk Scotland briefly. They've got a fairly interesting team. They've obviously got 2 very good left backs in Kieran Tierney and Robertson. They've also got Scott McTominay, who plays in midfield and actually does quite well for them, which is quite shocking sometimes. So obviously John McGinn taking Billy Gilmore as well. What do we think of Scotland?
Quite a good team, you know.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna make it far Scotland.
I think they're gonna finish second in the group. Personally, I think they're gonna shock everybody.
I think
they have a good chance. They have a good chance.
I think they're gonna beat England. You know, I have a feeling McTominay is just gonna pop up with a last-minute winner.
No, it'll be Shane McAdams.
I can't believe you just said that. So this is happening. Man had the audacity to tell me Scott McTominay is turning up against England.
It'll be Shea McAdams, the Southampton striker, and I know his name's Shea Adams, but he's Scottish and he had the Mc on it. It's McAdams. He's been balling. He scored loads of goals for Scotland. So, and Tierney in that left centre back role. I'm not just trying to toot the Arsenal horn, even though I am. Tierney has been incredible.
Facts, mate. That's all.
Like Scottish fans have been raving about Tierney more than Robertson. They absolutely love that guy. So Tierney's going to take him far.
I've not seen a single Scotland fan say anything about Tierney. I don't know where you're getting them from.
There's lots of Scottish fans talking about Tierney.
All right. So who's the captain of Scotland?
Robertson.
He
doesn't even know. He doesn't even know.
Tierney.
Nah, it's Robertson. Tierney's vice captain.
No, Tierney's
not the captain.
It's Robbo. It's Robertson. Tierney's vice captain.
It is Robertson.
It was Tierney, wasn't it?
Tierney got it for one game before Robertson was announced as captain.
Yeah,
and then Robertson got it permanently.
If you Google Scotland captain, right, there's a picture and it says Andy Robertson.
Yeah, that doesn't look like. That's
All right, so
the
then
way
my
I look at
breakout star would be Tierney for Scotland. I'll say it now.
it. Nah.
Oh my
Yeah,
You
god.
got him
Tierney-
already on the list.
Breakout star.
Tierney's
No,
not
no,
even
you
on
got him on
Robertson's
the
Nah,
level.
mixed
Tierney,
sauce. Mixed
no,
sauce will
Tierney is an established player, for goodness sake.
Tierney's not on
You
Robertson's level because he's above him. That's why. Tierney's
We are not having Tierney as a breakout player because he's already
How old is
established.
Tierney? How old is Tierney?
Like
24.
24.
24, yeah.
Ah, yeah. 24, 25
So
then, yeah. Nah, he's past
For
it.
me, my breakout player is probably going to be.
Billy
I
Gilmore.
think it could be. No, I think it could be John McGinn. Now, I know John McGinn is fairly established, but I don't think people know him as much as they need to. I think John McGinn's going to have a really good one. And he's going to be. I think he'll be the breakout of Scotland, to be fair. Anyone disagree with John McGinn?
Yeah, I'm saying Shea Adams. I think
Shea Adams, yeah.
Shea
I
Adams.
So-
would have mentioned Christie because not many people
Right, so we
know
got
about him.
Sulz. Who's yours?
I was gonna say either Shea Adams or Billy Gilmore, but I'll go with Gilmore.
Right,
Yeah,
so
I
we've
got
got one vote for Gilmore, one vote for McGinn, two for Shea Adams. Rhys, what
I
about
got
you?
one.
Yeah,
I'm just looking who's in their squad. 1 second.
Oh my lord, Alex.
But
I
I,
can
I,
say
don't, I don't know anyone.
I'll go for Billy
Um,
Gilmore. I'll go for Billy Gilmore.
2 votes
Yes,
for
Alex.
Gilmore then, so it's 2-2. Max.
Breakout player, did you say?
Yes. Max?
I'm saying Adams.
3-2. Kenny.
Is that Christie guy in the squad?
Why
Or
don't you
James
just go
Forrest.
for something different, mate? Just go for,
Kenny, just go with something that we've. What?
No, James Forrest.
No, right. Kenny's now
When
banned
we're
from voting
looking-
on Scotland.
Listen,
No. I actually think that James Forrest could have a good Euros.
he won't start.
He's already established, I think, in Scotland.
Well then, Shea Adams then, why not?
Right, so it's 4th. Something like 4. Chris, who's yours?
Billy
Gilmore
go.
and Rhys.
Stuart Armstrong count?
Yeah, fuck you.
I have absolutely no idea who.
He's
it
on
is.
about the same
Yeah,
Southampton.
no, yeah, he's right. Yeah,
They're about
Stuart
the same
Armstrong.
stature, him and Shea Adams.
Right, so you're going Stuart Armstrong, yeah?
Yeah.
Right,
So Shea Adams.
Shea Adams wins. Now we need to work out their best player. RJ,
Robertson.
Sulz,
Tierney.
Gooner.
Sorry, you see me, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, the best left back in the league, Kieran Tierney.
No,
Rhys?
sorry, that
Tier was better.
Armstrong again.
Luke Shaw's 10 times better, man. What do you think?
What for best
Yeah.
player?
Wait,
Yeah.
didn't you put him as a breakout
Right.
star as well?
He did. He's
Yeah.
put him as both. Alex,
Robertson.
Max,
Robertson.
Kenny,
McTominay.
What the hell?
and Chris.
Robertson.
Right, so Robertson wins that.
Gets downgraded.
Robertson doesn't actually do much for them because they play a
So-
5 at the back.
Right.
Yeah, but please.
So for next one on the list, France. Now they've got no one really important that we need to worry about. So let's move on. Actually, no, I'm joking. France, as shitty as they are, we need to talk about these French that are going to turn into English stunners in the final. RJ, talk me through the French quickly.
I mean, they've N'Golo Kante. I mean, that's really it. That's already.
Yeah,
they
we
need
keep
for
the
Euros.
ball away from him.
Yeah, it was good luck with that. They have Pogba, they have Griezmann.
It's
they
when
have,
I accept hoofball.
Benzema.
I only ever I
they've
one time, and that is when you're trying to avoid the midfield battle with
Yeah.
Kante. So
I
I'm
mean,
more
look,
than willing
I think
for us to play.
the
hoofball
only
on that day.
liability I think they'll have is Lloris. I think he's not going to have a good. In my opinion, he won't have a good Euros. I think should be Areola in goals, but anyway. No, but other than that,
Had a really good season.
their centre backs are incredible. Kimpembe, Varane, right back Pavard, left back Hernandez. It'd be a very strong team that they're going to go for. So yeah,
Yeah, I hear that.
Very good team.
Jay's
very good.
saying, as England fans, I think it's important we manage our expectation because England have a habit of letting fans down and disappointing us. I don't want to be heartbroken like the World Cup. It's coming home, boys. It is coming home. Have
JB, that's the English fans for you. They expect too much.
Actually, hold on. No, we have a fucking process in this country. We gas ourselves up before the tournament. We scrape through the group stage, to which we'll gas ourselves up again. We'll then probably get to a quarter-final or a semi-final and get bitterly disappointed and knocked out, which will then blame either VAR, referees, or Southgate.
Southgate's
Do
bad
the
anyway.
England way. As I said.
We should expect that.
Well, did you guys see that they changed they've changed the rule for the Euros? They're not going to be doing the handball.
Oh yeah, they're doing the old rule now, aren't they? Or the new rule that's coming in. Basically, so an accidental handball is not going to lead. So if a goal is scored from an accidental handball, that is going to be allowed now.
Okay, well, that's fair. That's honestly fair.
Come on, lad. Accidentally handball it more. Go on now.
Who wants to briefly talk about the French? Because we've got about 10 minutes. Well, before 10 to 10, we need to stop so we can do our predictor, the Euro predictor. So someone talk through the French.
All I'm going to say is they go win the Euros because they're the best team in Europe.
Yeah, there's really no point in talking about them.
The
squad is just mad.
That's it.
Okay, so who? What? Yes, Kenny.
Would Benzema count as a breakout star because he's not really?
No.
Obviously not, Kenny.
Breakout.
Who do we think is going to be France's breakout player then?
I've got one.
They got full of ballers.
No, I've got one. Marcus Thuram from Gladbach. I don't think he's going to play too much, but when he does get games, I think he's going to show. For me, I'm a big Gladbach fan, and he's incredible. He's obviously Lilian Thuram's son. Obviously, Lilian Thuram is another great French player. So he's got big boots to step in, and I think he's going to do that whenever he gets to play. So, for me, Marcus Thuram.
Oh, who's in a French?
Let's just put him in.
I mean, you could say Moussa Sissoko. He's in there, so you know.
True.
No. Moussa Sissoko is not.
Isn't it Chouameni going to the Euro?
No, he was in the under-21s too.
He's under-21s. Yeah.
He's not in it.
Yeah, their under-23 team has more breakout stars than half the actual first teams of most of these bloody squads.
So who do we think is France's breakout player, RJ?
I'd probably just go with what Gooner Express said, to be fair, the Gladbach player, so I'll probably go for him. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Right, Sulz?
There you go,
Yo, like, who isn't already a star? That's the question.
Exactly.
I'm going to say Mbappe.
I'll say the least in that team in terms of stardom is probably Marcus Thuram, so I'll say him.
Right, cool. Rhys?
I'm not sure how much he's going to play, but Koundé, if he counts.
Yeah, but he's already a star, though, in his own right.
Alex?
I mean, compared to those players.
I'll let it. Alex?
I think Lewis, the left back, from Milan, because the thing is,
Lucas Hernandez. Yeah,
I think I would say Lucas Hernandez. Yes, because a lot of people have always thought that he wasn't that good of a player, and I think this season has been breakthrough season with Milan, and I think he's going to do some interesting. He's going to be a good player for France at left back.
Nah, he's always been good in my ultimate team.
Okay. So
how about real life goals? All right, you know.
I hear that. Max, what about you?
I'm just going with the obvious one, Kylian Mbappe.
For breakout, yeah, I hear that. He's very average for me. And who the fuck is Mbappe? But Kenny, what about you?
I'll go for Kurt Zoom.
Right. And Chris?
Martial.
Not even in the tournament. Not even in the
squad. He's not in. Oh my god, he's so bad.
No, he's injured. He's injured at the moment.
Oh, is he injured? What?
He is,
Why?
yeah.
It's not like he would have gone. It's not like he would have gone.
Where?
Oh, you chuckler.
Okay, Coleman. There you go.
Right. Thuram wins that. Best player, it's either Kante or Mbappe, isn't it?
We'll go for the
Pogba.
one where he's a song dedicated after him, so we'll go with Kante.
Mbappe.
Griezmann could have
So
one.
we've got one vote for Kante, one vote for Mbappe, one vote for Pogba. Rhys, who's your vote?
For best player, Benzema.
That's a
Benzema.
shout,
That's
yeah.
one vote for all. Alex, what about you?
I'm gonna go for Benzema.
Oh,
Two
come
votes
on,
for
Alan.
Benzema. Max.
The Chelsea fan doesn't go for Kante. Wow.
I know, I can't believe Alex didn't pick him.
He's not winning a
Max
Ballon
is
d'Or
not
then.
there. Penny.
Probably not.
Paul Pogba. Not
2-2 then. And Chris.
I'm gonna go the Ballon d'Or winner N'Golo Kante.
Okay, so that's
Lewandowski
that is a
doesn't play for France, Chris.
that's a draw.
Hey,
so
if
I'm
France
going to
win the
take my vote.
Euros,
I'll
he's gonna win it.
I'll vote for my second one. I'll just give it to Benzema.
For God's sake.
Benzema.
Alright, I'm gonna.
I was
I'll catch you
not
later.
going to give it a Pogba. Catch you in a bit, Chris. Cheers for coming on.
Yeah.
What have we got here? No, when is the Kenny and Gabby collab? I'm looking at possibly Wednesday. I'm thinking I might do a show for it called Unpopular Opinions with that one down there and the Arsenal one. That is gonna bring in shit tons of money. That is where the money is at. Ridiculous things. I did ask Sonny, but it was too busy shagging Nat Phillips. I think. Was it Nat Phillips?
I don't know. You
Who's
don't
the one
have
that
to
Sonny
think.
really?
Was.
Hold on, is it Nat Phillips or Rhys Williams that Sonny
No,
jizzes
Nat
over?
Philip, Nat Beckenbauer. I remember that one.
Oh, Nat
So,
Beckenbauer, yeah.
Yeah.
I hear that. No, you should do the Euro Fantasy League with the panel and the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll sort that
I'm
out.
down. I'll make the league if you want.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good
I still
chance.
need to do mine. I can't even have
That's a
not
good
done it.
shout.
I'm so lazy.
Oh, so come on,
so-
don't be lazy, mate. Come on.
Spain. What are we all expecting to see from Spain?
I mean,
Boring.
actually, Spain have had a COVID outbreak, so they might have to forfeit their first game against Sweden. So the group will not be the easiest.
Oh,
to come out.
no. It's only
Well,
Busquets. by the way.
Busquets is
Only
out,
Busquets.
but they don't know about others.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah,
others
but
tested
so-
negative.
I mean,
They all
that's
have to
surprising.
isolate for a
So
certain amount of time.
instead of talking about fucking coronavirus, which we've been talking about for the last 14 fucking months, let's talk about the football, shall we, Kenny? You fucking dickhead. Now, the football in the Spanish side, what do we all think of them footballing wise and not what bloody coronavirus thing?
They're all shit. Ansu Fati's not part of the team. He's injured.
Yeah,
They're all
I'll,
shit.
Tackling, lads.
It's not what they once were.
No,
As we do have to understand, right?
If you look at their squad, they obviously haven't taken any Real Madrid players. Obviously,
Which is
Ramos
stupid.
isn't in there, which, I know Ramos hasn't played much, but Sergio Ramos.
Mhm.
How can you not? How are you taking Eric Garcia and not Sergio Ramos? But anyway,
Yeah, I know.
Isn't
Stupid.
it because he's injured?
he's
He's
I know
not.
that he's been injured, but for me, just having him in that background, even if he can't play, is worth it because of the leadership that he brings. But I think that they're very much like England. They've got a very poor goalkeeper, or some poor goalkeepers. Their defense is weak, but their attack's where it's at. I mean, you've got Gerard Moreno, who scored however many goals this season. Obviously, won against United. Ha to all the United fans. Obviously,
You
Morata's
lost
had a
them in the
decent
semi-finals,
season.
mate, so catch you later with that.
Yeah, but we still won a trophy this season. But anyway, Morata is
What
obviously
trophy did you win?
he's obviously a decent player.
Guys, keep it on fucking point, please.
Morata's obviously a decent player as well, and then Mikel Oyarzabal's had a great season for Sociedad. So their attacking threat is good, but I just don't think they're going to gel enough. I think the team, it's such a mix of experience and then youth, and I think it's too big a mix to the point where they don't have that middle ground. So probably get past the group stages and then maybe crash out to like a Turkey or somebody.
I hear that. What about the rest of you? What do we expect to see from Spain?
I think they're quite bang average, I don't think they're going to do that amazing.
They're very overrated.
I think the thing is they're going to be really good at transitions because I think they do have really good players on the ball, passes at the ball. They have Rodri, Thiago. They have those kind of players who can unlock stuff things and like is Diego Costa even in the team?
Nope.
No.
No.
So look, man, Morata's finishing is questionable also. So I don't know.
Questionable.
Questionable at best.
I mean, they have Moreno, which is fine.
Yeah, they've got Gerard now.
Like,
I think Morata will start though.
I just think they just have a lot of good midfielders, but their wingers and attack and even the defense looks shaky. Like the thing is, they don't have. Yeah, look, man, Spain. I don't see them as the top 5 favorites.
Jay saying Sal Niguez isn't in the side.
No, he's not.
Isn't he Uruguayan?
No, he's Spanish.
Spanish.
Who am I
hear
thinking?
that.
Oh, I'm thinking of Jimenez. Sorry.
Correa.
So who do we think Spain's breakout player is going to be?
American.
Do you know? I think Ferran Torres is a good.
Yeah, I
shout.
was
I've
gonna
got a
say.
good one.
Yeah, just say him. Just put him down.
I've got a good one.
Well done. What's yours, Alex?
The centre back, the Villarreal centre back. What's his name?
Oh,
Pau
Torres.
Torres.
Pau
Nah,
Torres,
he's not going to be it.
Okay,
He
so
didn't great.
He is incredible.
I have a shout. I think Sulz will like Pedri in the midfield.
Yeah.
I think he'll
Yeah.
be good.
So RJ, who's your vote for?
I'd say Pedri. Yeah, give it to young, talented
Pedri?
Barcelona player.
Sulz?
It would have been Ansu Fati, but unfortunately he's injured. He should have been back for the Euros, but I'm going to give it to second best, Pedri.
Gooner?
Yeah, Pedri.
Rhys?
Ferran Torres.
Alex?
I got Pau Torres, the centre back.
Pau Torres? Max?
Ferran Torres.
So that's 3-3, I think. And Kenny?
What's that?
Ferran Torres, but it's 3-all
So-
now.
It's 3-all now. It's 3-all now.
So now
Oh,
you get the final vote.
I said Ferran Torres, so I'm going to go
shit.
Torres.
Yes.
Ferran Torres. Who's going to be Spain's best player?
Ooh.
Love to hear.
Nah, not not
Providing,
You know what?
RJ, providing you don't
Yeah,
get to a penalty, providing Spain don't get to a penalty shootout and require him to take one.
You know what's
should-
mad? I don't even think David De Gea will start. I think Unai Simon will start. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was about to say that. Yeah.
Alvaro
Do you know-
Morata.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
the
say it.
manager himself is a stupid idiot anyway. So I mean, it doesn't matter.
Right, so
I'm winner.
Real guy.
I don't think he's going to play. I think he's going to play
Robert
that
Sanchez.
guy with Morata. I think it was like Morata
It was crap when he-
over Moreno.
for me, it'll be Moreno on the left, or Yazabal on the right, and then Morata up front because
Do you
Moreno
think-
can play on the wings.
Do you think Thiago Alcantara might have a good?
Do you know? I'm going to say
No,
here,
no.
which I know no one will agree with, but I actually rate this player, Marcus
Go on.
Llorente.
No, he's good.
No,
He's
He
good.
is. No, he's good.
He's very good.
So RJ, who's your vote?
No, I want to say Marcus Llorente. I think Sulz. Yeah, fair play for what you
Llorente.
mentioned.
Saul
Right.
says Llorente. Gooner.
I agree kind of with him, but I'm going to go Yazabal on the left.
Right. Rhys.
Thiago.
Alex.
I'm going to go for Dani Olmo.
Ooh,
That's a
good shout.
shout. That's a shout.
Max.
Max here.
Max.
Nope.
Fucking hell. And Kenny.
We can put him in the back
What's his name again? Is it Marcus Llorente?
Yeah, Llorente. So Llorente goes in. Let's talk briefly about Portugal. What do we think Portugal will do?
Overrated. They're going out on the
Okay,
stage.
shut up, Gooner. Shut up.
I hear that.
They're winning
not
the
dead.
entire thing, lads. They're winning the entire thing, right?
Fernandez is
Simple as.
dead. Dead baller.
Okay. Good luck, buddy. But that's not their only thing they need, right? But when you look at Portugal, right, you know, from front to back, they're literally probably one of the most dominant teams there. I think France probably have a better team than them slightly.
No
But without
fouls.
winning.
You can't ban anyone.
I mean, look, you have Roy Patricio in goals, right? You'd have probably Cancelo on the right, Guerrero probably on the left, Pepe and Diaz in the centre. I mean, those two are going to fucking kill all the strikers, to be fair, that they're going to go against. Timo Werner's not going to survive, I'll tell you that for a fact. I mean, they'll probably play Renato Sanchez, who probably will be the breakout star, Probably Neves, Moutinho, maybe. Bruno and Cam. Ronaldo top. Then you have like either Felix, Neto, or Jota to be on the wing. So, I mean, look, that's a dominant team
The
already.
issue is that Fernandes doesn't play 10 for Portugal. He plays in the number 8 role. So they'll probably put either Bernardo Silva or maybe even João Felix in the 10.
Oh, I forgot about Silva. Yeah, I mean, look, Bruno can do it all, to be fair. I mean,
So, RJ, who?
Except from big games, but yeah.
Fucking hell, man.
So, just because we've still got Germany, Italy, Belgium to talk about. Portugal's breakout. If they even have one.
Renato Sanchez.
Renato Sanchez, 100%.
Everyone in agreement with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Renato Sanchez is class, man.
Okay, and who's going to be Portugal's best player?
Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, get off.
Bruno
Get off,
Fernandes.
mate.
Bruno
So
will
that's
do it.
2 votes to Bruno. What about the rest of you?
Ruben Diaz.
Overrated piece of shit.
Sulz
Get out
and
of here, man.
Gooner?
I'm going to go for Diego Jota.
Alex?
It has to be Ronaldo, man.
Ronaldo.
I do think Ronaldo.
Rhys?
Jota all day.
And Max?
Jota.
Nah, this is some fucking bullshit.
And
What?
I'm
So you're
gonna
the guy who's not
say
played since fucking
Jota
Feb-
scored like
I'm
3
gonna-
goals in his last 2 games.
I'm gonna say
Oh.
Ronaldo, so that's Jota in.
Oh my
For Germany, what I actually think Germany are in a really bad situation at the moment. They're not
They
as
are.
good as people.
The manager,
They're not as
I
good as
thought they
people
were
make
gonna
out.
look at their squad, and it's actually stacked.
Yeah,
the manager-
yes,
They're good, you know.
they can't perform though.
I think they're good, you know. I've got a feeling that Germany are going to do some business.
I think Muller.
They've got a really good mixture of experience and young players.
I think Hungary go above him.
People
Listen,
are sleeping on
Oh,
Germany.
no,
You know?
no.
Yeah,
no,
lads,
no.
listen, right? When you have a player like Thomas Muller who's got 22 assists this season for Lewandowski alone, that shows you that this man is here for business. And probably this could be his last Euros for all we know. So I think this is his last ride, and I think this is where this German side could really do some bits against the big clubs in their group. Because do bear in mind they do take on France and Germany, so it is what it
What,
is.
Germany take on Germany?
Germany take on France. Okay,
when-
you
when
know
the
what
fuck-
I mean.
When the fuck did
Jesus.
UEFA start making us play against each other? If that's the case, I fancy our chances. But no, I hear that. Sulz, what do you make of Germany?
I actually think, you know what, they're a good team. They're a team that the thing is, it's such a weird one because the only real concern you have is Timo Werner, but the reality is, if you look at their midfield, there's goals in midfield. Even if you look at their defense, they are a really good defensive team as well. Now, a lot of people are probably going to underrate Germany, but Germany have always pulled it out of the bag. They've always been one of the super teams in these competitions, and they've got serial winners in their team, and that's what sometimes you need in a knockout tournament. So I actually do think they'll do well. I actually do think they'll get out of the group.
I hear that. Breakout player for Germany.
Only one. Florian Neuhaus, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, move on. That kid is
Who?
insane, man.
Who?
Florian Neuhaus, absolutely
Who?
incredible.
Wait, is he in the team though?
Nah,
Yeah,
I
he
think
is.
he
Yeah,
won't be
he's-
starting though. He won't be
Gladbach's in a minute.
starting though. He won't be starting though.
No, he will. He will start. The reason
No.
he's been playing a lot for Germany. He scored in the last
Well,
game.
in the
He's-
friendlies.
He won't play over Goretzka.
Why is
and
it in the
Rhys,
list
though.
I'm looking at? He
Over
doesn't
Cruz.
mention his name.
He's very favourable with the
Oh, he
manager.
is.
Joachim Low talks about him a lot.
Not
He's
a
very
whole.
favourable.
Yeah, but over
He'll play enough
Goretzka and
he'll
Kroos.
play enough.
Yeah.
No, this is the thing. Everybody says that, their whole team's been rubbish. This is where they're going to fail. So Joachim Low realises he's going to have to switch things up. And if that means dropping Kroos or Goretzka for Neuhaus, it will be done.
So who's
Goretzka's had the best season of his career, though.
instead of just saying nah, because that's the worst argument ever in the history of fucking arguments, give me a suggestion for another name.
Rudiger.
The breakout player.
He's not even going to play.
Are you taking RJ? Are you taking the
Robin
fucking
Gosens.
piss?
Remember, we talk about education. How's it in Ireland?
Oh, shut up.
Thank you, Sulz. But RJ, sensibly, who do you think their breakout player can be?
I mean,
FYI, I will upload the picture of David De Gea missing that penalty if you say Rudiger.
I'm just trying. I look at the squad. Hold on, I've got it here.
I can get the picture of Dan James consoling De Gea
Shut up,
instead if
shut
that
up,
makes
shut
you feel better.
I think
I'll take Klosterman. I'll take Klosterman maybe. The left back for Leipzig.
Right.
He might-
Okay.
He's the centre back.
Sulz?
I actually agree with. No, I didn't. I just seen the name. I didn't know he was in the squad. Yeah, Newhouse.
Newhouse. Gooner?
Yeah, Niall, easy.
I hear that. I do hear that. Rhys.
I'm going for Gersons.
Okay. Alex.
Can I say Kai Havertz is his first?
Let me think about that. A man that was bought for £92 million, you want to tell me he's going to have a breakout tournament?
Well, but like, it's not. This is his first tournament with Germany. And
Alex, just in case you didn't quite get it from what I just said. No, you cannot.
Okay,
have
I'll
Havertz as
give you a good
breakout
name. I'll
player.
give you a good name. I think he'll come on maybe once or twice. Musiala.
Ooh,
Musiala.
That's a good
Ooh.
shout. Good shout.
That's a good shout.
You pick Germany over
That-
Liga. So.
That's better than freaking Kai Havertz for sure as breakout player.
It's better than Rudiger.
Well, that is for sure. Kenny, who's your breakout?
Nowhouse, I think he's a very good player.
Newhouse. And Max, are you there?
I'm saying Neuhaus as well.
Right, so Newhouse has got through. Who's going to be Germany's best player?
Muller.
I'm gonna say Timo Werner. That man is gonna. Do you know what? Timo Werner is gonna give me a lot of fun this summer. A lot of it.
Imagine he starts scoring. That would
Yeah,
be mad.
No,
That would
Sulz,
be
no
mad.
one.
If he
No
turns
one
into like
wants-
a goal
right,
machine,
Sulz,
I'll be
Sulz.
laughing,
Pre
yeah.
Timo Werner winning the Golden Boot.
Let me
Like,
make this perfectly
3
clear.
minutes
No
in,
one
goal.
wants to see Timo Werner scoring goals. Like
I do.
no one.
I do.
Yeah, I
Come
just
on.
want to give Chelsea
For the
fans some
joke.
hope, to be
RJ, you
honest.
are a fake
For the
United
joke.
fan.
For the jokes, man. Come on. The guy's
Right,
been missing
so
everything.
best player. Who's going to be Germany's best player?
Muller.
Should I just put Müller down?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Muller.
Yeah,
I think
I
it
think
is.
it's
I'll
going to
say
be Kimmich.
Havertz.
I think it's going to be Kimmich.
Well,
I
Kimmich,
think
yeah.
everyone's. I think most people have gone for Müller.
Get it done quickly.
I think Kai Havertz.
Okay, so Müller still wins it. Italy. What? The last team I was going to do Belgium, but they're pretty much an old team with no history.
They're dead anyway.
In
Yeah,
Belgium, like,
they're a team that plays with Vertonghen and Alderweireld in defence is a team for me. They're just dog shit. But let's talk Italy for a last five. What's everyone think of Italy, and do you think they'll go far in the tournament?
Yes.
I don't rate them.
You know, Italy this year, they're the dark horses of the competition. I think.
Turkey, yeah.
I
Turkey
think
are the dark
Turkey-
horses.
Turkey. I think
They're-
Turkey are the dark horses.
Turkey
Yeah,
are
but
the dark
Italy-
horses, bro.
people sleep on Italy. Believe me, I think Italy have. They
No, Italy do have good players.
have
they
a
just
younger
don't have a win.
team, they have a really good balance between experience and younger players.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And their defense is solid. Their midfield have Nico Barella.
They've got one
They
of the
have
best
good
midfields, if not the
midfielders.
best
Yeah.
midfield.
I
Their
agree.
midfield,
Yeah,
their
true.
their
Yeah,
options in
it's-
midfield
and
is
the
mad.
wingers and strikers, they have Insigne. They also have Immobile. They have Chiesa.
They've got two lethal finishers.
they have
Belotti and
Belotti,
Belotti.
even, and look, and the midfield, they have the
Berardi
defense
as
is
well.
solid. The thing is also, we're listing names. I've been watching them a lot recently, and not just in the friendlies, even before. They play really good football. Like they play
Yeah.
attacking football. And,
Mancini's got
and
them
they
really
move the ball
hard to
really
beat.
fast. So they're very defensive as a team, but they also play really good attacking football. So both they're dangerous in both areas of the pitch, and I don't know. I just think Italy, and also Italy have an easy way to the final. Like they have an easier way of getting to there, so Italy
Well,
could actually go far.
We'll see that when we predict the tournament in about
Yeah.
3 minutes' time. Which, FYI, yes, you can have English bias if you want. I certainly will do. Football's coming home, bitches. But Sulz, what do you make of the Italians?
Yeah, no, I echo a lot of what I think Alex said, and they're a very well-rounded team. They've got quality everywhere. They've got a lot of experience in key areas, and some of those players, I should say, have been playing and operating at a very high level. Most of them. One of the things that you can't underestimate is experience. And when you think about a lot of these Italian, they played together for a long, long time, and that squad has been developing with each other on a national stage for quite a while. Like a lot of the names are household names now, and what the one thing that other teams don't have is that that consistency from the last tournament to this tournament. A lot of the players have switched around, and this is probably their debut tournament. So I do think they'll do well. I don't know how well they'll do because they are one of those teams where it's very hard to predict. Because if they turn up, they could go and win the thing. But if they have even one mishap, that's when they'll get really punished. And that's the only qualm with Italy. But I do think they'll have a good season overall, a good tournament. Sorry, overall.
I do hear that. Breakout player for Italy. Do they even have a breakout player?
Yeah, Barella for me.
There's a lot of options. There's a lot of options.
Yeah, there's a load of options. Yeah.
Barella was like a mainstay in Inter's title-winning side, so I wouldn't really say he's a breakout player.
For me,
I'd
I'd
say
say
Serbi from Lazio because just no one really talks about him. He's under the radar, and he will be starting. I think.
Personally, I'd say either Locatelli or Chiesa.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I mean, look, Chiesa, he's been big in the Juventus squad, but nobody.
He's probably been their best player this season.
Yeah, exactly, and Locatelli as well, class name from Sassuolo. So
RJ, who are you going for?
I'll go for Francesco Acerbi.
Okay, Sulz.
I'm still going to stick with the Barella.
Gooner.
I'm gonna go Chiesa.
Rhys.
I'll agree with that. I'll go Chiesa as well.
Alex.
I'll go for Locatelli.
Kenny.
Chiesa.
And Max.
Locatelli.
Okay, so Chiesa wins. How do you spell Chiesa?
C-H-I-S-A.
C-H-I-S-A.
I-S-A.
No, I-E-S-A.
No, there's an E before the S.
Well, if one person spells it, then I'll be able to...
C-H-I-E-S-A.
I-E-S-A. Right. And best player for Italy?
Chiesa.
You can't have the best and the breakout player.
It has to be. I think it's Immobile because just the fact that he got 30 goals this season, you have to give it to him.
Yeah, but then he can't be a breakout player if he's their best player. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
No, but I think what I'm saying is a breakout in terms of nobody really knows who he is. But I think he's going to. I just see Chiesa being their best player. Maybe not goal wise and stuff, but in terms of the overall impact on that right wing, if he gets enough play time.
Yeah, but you can't. That's the concept, though. Is the breakout star meant to be someone who's not the best in that team?
Yeah, but you know what? In terms of who do we think's going to have the best tournament for them, that's what we've been doing with Grealish, Benzema, Llorente, Jota, Muller, Bale, Robertson. You could give it a Chiesa. So
that's just my opinion. I mean, I presume Immobile will win, but I personally just see Chiesa having a great tournament.
So Gooner's gone for Chiesa. RJ?
Immobile.
Sulz?
The reason I gave Barella this breakout is because I was going to say Chiesa for the best player. So I'll give it to him.
2 votes for Chiesa. Rhys?
I'll go for Barella.
Alex?
I'll go for Immobile.
Immobile. Kenny?
Chiesa.
And Max?
Immobile.
So I'm going to give it a Chiesa. So, predicting the tournament. It's going to be a fun one. I'll do it on my phone. Easier that way. Group A consists of Switzerland, Turkey, Wales, Italy. Who do we think's top in the group?
Italy.
Turkey.
Italy, yeah.
Turkey. I just think Turkey will beat Italy.
Topping it, yeah, Italy will top that group, I think.
They will, yeah.
Okay.
They'll go first.
Second in the group.
Turkey.
Turkey.
Turkey, definitely, yeah.
Who's coming third? Switzerland or Wales?
Switzerland, 100%.
Switzerland.
And Wales
Wales.
coming last. So Group B is Russia, Belgium, Denmark, Finland.
First Belgium. First Belgium.
Everyone in agreement with Belgium?
Yeah,
Wait,
Belgium.
what was the group, sorry?
It's Belgium, Denmark.
Russia, Belgium, Denmark, Finland.
Yeah, Belgium.
Who do we think's going to come
Denmark top
second?
for me.
Denmark second.
Denmark.
I actually
second.
think Russia will do a madness again.
Russia. I think
No,
Russia.
I think Russia, their players have dimmed down a
So
bit.
okay, so we've got a bit of a tie here. RJ, who are you going for?
Denmark.
Sulz?
I just think Russia's going to do a madness. I'll see them.
Mm-hmm. Gooner?
Yeah, definitely Denmark for me.
Rhys?
Belgium.
No, for second. Oh, yeah, because you've said Denmark.
Yeah, because I
but-
would put Denmark first. Yeah.
So obviously Denmark, is your vote. So no, right. So that's 3-2, or is it 2-2? 2-2, I think.
3-2.
Oh yeah, I've said about Denmark. Alex,
Denmark.
Kenny,
I think Russia are going to do quite well, you know.
Max.
Denmark.
Okay, so Russia third, Finland fourth. Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Nah,
I
Russia's
think
just going to drug them up in it. Come first. Tell you now.
Group C is Austria, North Macedonia, Ukraine, and Holland. Holland at top of the group.
Such
Yeah.
an easy
100%.
No, I think Holland are poor, especially
Nah,
without
better
Van
than-
Dijk.
Yeah, but they're
Frankie
better than
de Jong.
Shocking
One minute,
manager.
they're better than Austria, Macedonia, and Ukraine,
Austria
aren't
looks
they?
really good against us.
Austria
they've got some good players.
Okay. Let's go for a vote. Who's top in the group?
Dutch.
Sulz.
Frankie de Jong.
That's a
Gooner?
player, not a country. So, come on.
Yeah, Netherlands, but I think it'll be very close. They won't dominate.
Rhys.
Austria for me.
Alex.
Ukraine.
Kenny.
And they said Belgium, then Holland, yeah.
And Max.
Dutch.
So we're going to go Holland first, Austria second, Ukraine third, Macedonia fourth.
Macedonia going to pull up on this one.
No,
it's
shut up,
surprising
Kenny.
Macedonia
they're
get a
not.
point.
Shut up, Kenny. All right, Kenny,
Right.
name one player from their team.
No, it's okay. We don't need to do that. Now we're into England's group. Obviously, Scotland, Croatia, Czech. I'm going to say England top. That's non-negotiable.
Go on.
Who do we think's going to come second? Scotland or Croatia? Or Czech
Scotland.
Republic?
Croatia.
So one vote for Croatia. Sulz.
Croatia.
Gooner.
I think Scotland.
Yeah. Rhys.
It's tight, but I'm going to go Scotland.
Alex.
Sorry, now. You know that I was thinking England should come second, so then they don't have to face either Germany or Portugal.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
We'll get him in the next round anyway.
But Southgate isn't that bright, mate. Do you know what I mean? He's
You
going to
know
go.
what-
It's genuinely better for us to get third.
You know we're top in the group. You know we're just going to do it. All our games are at
but
Wembley.
it's gonna be Croatia. Like I think Scotland will be close.
Croatia.
I think Croatia will edge it.
Kenny.
I think it's going to be Ireland. Oh, way! Scotland.
Scotland. So it's 3-3. Max. Scotland or Croatia?
Yeah, he's
Scotland.
never going to play.
So we've gone for Scotland to come second. I'm guessing we're going to go Croatia to
Yeah,
come
Croatia
third.
third. Yeah, Czech.
And
fourth.
then
I think that's
Czech
very harsh on
Republic
Czech Republic, man.
is going
Czech
to come
one.
fourth. Now we're into Group E, which is Poland, Spain, Sweden, and Slovakia.
So Spain first, Poland
I think
second.
Poland
Spain
first. I think Poland.
So
Poland will be madness.
everyone in agreement with Poland second?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, and then
Sweden.
I'm guessing Sweden third and Slovakia fourth, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, what team might get third, you know?
Slovakia
No.
third.
Nah,
Into-
who do they actually have? Though? All black.
Into
I'm going to
the
go
group.
Sweden.
Now, don't they have a Milinkovic
Yeah,
Savic in
so
there?
So
They have-
Sweden,
Oh, they
most
do,
most
yeah.
No,
people,
that's Serbia.
guys, most
Oh, yeah,
people have
yeah.
gone for Sweden. So now into the group of death.
Oh,
Poland,
yeah.
France, Germany, Hungary. Prime saying send the link. We're just about to wrap up. We're literally just predicting the last parts of this. We're just wrapping up on this one, as I've got transfer talk to do for about half hour. So a group of death. I'm guessing France topping it, yeah?
No, Portugal topping it.
Portugal.
Right.
Not a chance, bruv.
No.
RJ, who's your vote?
Portugal.
Sulz?
Mbappe.
All right.
As a
Gooner?
player, come on.
Yeah, Marcus Thuram and his boys, France.
Rhys?
Yeah, France.
Alex?
France.
Okay, so France have topped the group. Who's coming second, Portugal or Germany? RJ?
Germany.
I mean,
RJ?
I was going to say Portugal at first, but I mean,
Right.
okay, we'll put Germany second, just to mix things up.
Okay, so are we all saying Germany's going second then?
No,
No,
Portugal.
I was going to go Portugal, but I think it might even
Okay,
go to
so-
goal difference. It's going to be really close.
So we've got 2 votes for Germany. Alex, you said Portugal, didn't you?
Portugal, yeah, for second, yeah.
Reese has said Portugal. Gooner, who's yours?
Germany.
So 3-2 Kenny.
Portugal. Bruno Fernandes gonna get out.
3-3 and Max.
Germany.
So Germany going second, Portugal going third.
Kenny,
and
they'll
Hungary
go
going
in third
fourth.
and they'll qualify through that.
So-
Seriously.
We need to pick 4 best placed third teams. So Switzerland, Russia, Austria, Croatia, Sweden. I'll just put Portugal in there already.
Because
That's
Portugal
yes.
in a hard group, you know, so Portugal might not make it because they're in.
No, they
I
will.
mean,
No. Kenny, they're going to.
Well, actually, no, Kenny-
That
No,
is
that
the thing.
does-
It won't necessarily just be the best teams there because it
Yeah.
depends how hard
Let's
the
be
group
honest.
is.
That's
Portugal have
that's
a
a good
guaranteed
point.
win against Hungary. That's
They
3
do.
points guaranteed right there.
They-
All
it's
you really
defensive.
need is 3 or 4 points to go through.
Yeah,
in that,
no, but the thing
Yeah.
is,
Yeah,
it really does
goal
depend
difference
how
is
much
hard.
to beat Hungary, though.
So Switzerland, yes or no?
yes.
Yeah,
Russia, yes or no?
no.
Austria?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, did you
yeah,
put
sorry,
third?
yeah, because they have Macedonia. North Macedonia, so they have to.
Right. Croatia?
Yeah.
No.
No, actually not.
Just
Are
don't
they
let
not
go.
guaranteed to win against the Czech?
No.
No, they're
They'll
not.
draw.
No, they will. Suchek, yeah. Suchek.
They'll get one
Okay.
win at least.
I don't think
Okay,
they will.
so
I
RJ
think Croatia are very
RJ.
overrated.
Croatia, yes or no?
No.
Sulz?
Yes.
Gooner?
No.
Reese?
Yeah.
So that's 2-2 Alex.
Yeah.
3-2 Max.
No.
And Kenny.
No.
So we're going via majority to say Sweden and Portugal then.
Yeah, I think
By
Sweden will.
majority.
Nah.
Well, by majority vote. Unfortunately, Croatia didn't win the popular vote, so I'm guessing everyone's just saying Sweden and Portugal then. So we've done that. Right, round of 16. So we've got Belgium, Sweden. RJ, who's winning Belgium versus Sweden?
Belgium. We can all
Sulz?
agree, I think. I think we can all agree on
Well,
that.
actually,
I
can
was
we all
gonna- I
agree
was gonna
Belgium?
say Sweden.
Yeah. Belgium.
Right. I think most people have said Belgium
Unless
there.
it's really close, we can.
Okay,
discuss.
so Italy, Ukraine. I think
Italy.
Italy's. Yeah.
Italy, yeah.
Easy one.
France, Switzerland. I've just put France in already. Scotland, Poland.
Scotland.
Scotland are gonna win. Scotland, they have the fans behind them. That is what can.
Oh,
get
that's
you.
in.
No, they won't. It's being done. That game is in Copenhagen.
No, Poland.
Well, then,
So
No,
okay,
come on now,
so
come
one minute,
on.
guys. One minute. RJ,
Put the Scots.
so you're saying Scotland? Sulz?
With Iron Brew.
Yep. Scotland.
So that's 2 Scotland. Gooner,
Yeah, Poland, man. Lewandowski's on
2-1 to Scotland. Rhys,
Poland.
2-2 Alex,
Scotland.
3-2 to Scotland. Max,
Scotland.
Big up the Iron Brew.
5-2 to 4-2 to Scotland, and Kenny.
Scott McTominay.
So we've actually gone for Scotland. Spain, Austria. I think Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I think Austria can pull off something, you know.
Right. So Kenny is just going for whatever everyone is.
No,
not.
no,
I'm
because
just gonna
Spain.
give
He's
you-
going for vibes.
No,
That's what
I'm
Right,
he's
so
straight away.
Kenny,
They lost to Russia in the World Cup with the work with.
well, yeah,
a
but I
better
think
side.
Spain.
That was
I
wrong,
think
though.
Spain
Their
are going
team
to
was
beat
probably
Austria.
worse then.
Austria have a better
Yeah.
side than Russia did, though.
So England
that was 3
versus
years ago.
Germany. England versus Germany.
Germany.
No. Since that's
RJ.
in Wembley, it has to go to England.
Yeah, it is
No,
Wembley. So
no.
It would
RJ.
be England. It would be England.
So RJ saying England. Sulz.
Of
Incredible.
course, it's coming home, so I'm going
Fuck
England.
off,
England,
fuck,
yes,
big
mate.
shit, man.
Gooner.
No, Germany, easy peasy, 3-0.
2-1 to England. Rhys.
Germany as well.
2-2. Alex.
Do it for the culture, man. Do it for the culture, innit?
Yeah.
Look,
And don't
man,
forget, it's at Wembley.
You
And
did go-
I
you did go
think
for
Man,
I think people.
Germany's defense is not the best, so I'll give it to England.
Yeah, but the manager though.
So that's 3-2 to England. Max.
I'm back in the English, boys. Football's coming on.
4-2 to England.
Wow.
Kenny.
It's coming home. It's coming home.
Right,
It's
perfect.
coming.
Here's a tough one. Holland versus Portugal. RJ.
Portugal.
1-0 Portugal, Sulz.
Holland.
1-1 Gooner.
Portugal.
2-1 Portugal, Rhys.
Portugal easily.
3-1 Portugal, Alex.
Portugal.
And no one can beat Portugal now. So Turkey, Denmark.
Turkey.
Turkey.
Everyone's
Turkey, yeah.
So, right. So quarterfinals, Belgium, Italy. RJ.
Italy.
1-0 Italy. Sulz.
That is a tough one. Belgium or Italy. Ooh, I'm gonna go Italy.
Yeah, so that's. Yeah, hold on, RJ. You said Italy, right?
I said Italy, yeah. I said
2-0 Italy's. Gooner
Yeah, Italy for that one.
and Alex.
Italy.
Right, so Italy can't be caught. France, Scotland. I've just put France as winners there.
Yeah.
So the
No.
right.
Wait.
So Kenny, shut up. So the third quarterfinal, Spain versus England in
It's
Rome.
It's going
So-
Spain.
RJ,
Viva España.
1-0 Spain. Sulz.
Southgate will pull it out the bag.
1-1. Yes, Sulz. Yes.
Piss off.
Gooner.
We're not getting this far in realism, but England, fuck it.
Yes, mate. Fuck it out. 2-1 England. Rhys.
Yeah, I agree. I don't exactly think we're going to do it because we're better than them, but I think we're still going to do it because they're just shit.
Of course. So England. Alex, are you saying England?
I'm gonna say England, man. I'm gonna say England.
Yes, boys. We've got to our second semi-final. Fucking have this.
Southgate.
You
yeah.
just
Fucking hell.
so Portugal versus Turkey.
Portugal.
Portugal. Right, I can see how this is going. So semi-final times: Italy, France.
Oh, there's.
Oh, that is a fucking hard one.
RJ, who's your vote for?
Portugal and what?
It's Italy, France, mate.
Oh, Italy, sorry.
Italy, France at Wembley. At Wembley.
You know, we're going to see some Italian madness. Fucking pizza everywhere, lads.
Right, so
Italy,
1-0 Italy. Sulz.
What, lads? I'm telling the truth, lads. It's going mad.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Anyway, yeah, Samuel Umtiti is gonna carry them in it.
So it's 1-1.
You're
Gooner.
cost it.
I don't know. Fuck yeah, Mbappe.
2-1 to France. Rhys.
I'm going to say France on pens.
3-1 to France. Alex.
Italy.
These are
3-2 to France. Max.
France.
No. Come on, Kenny,
3-3.
come on, God,
Oh no,
come on.
Kenny, come on, Kenny.
Yes, 3-3. So Kenny, Italy
Kenny,
or
love
France?
pizza, don't you? Come on.
To be honest, Italy.
Oh, I think that it'll be a last-minute penalty, and take it. Immobile because Italy are going to the final.
Italy.
Let's go.
Right,
They'll get
now,
washed by England.
the second semi-final, Wednesday the 7th of July at 8 p.m. It is England versus Portugal, baby. Right, RJ, who's going to win that game?
94th minute. Tarmings take down Bruno Fernandes. It's a penalty for Portugal.
Of course,
no,
RJ.
to be fair, World War III will happen in that game. I'm telling you that now. It's going to be Portugal. Simple.
Right, 1-0 Portugal. Sulz is coming home, right?
Oh, come on.
All I'm going to say is the reverse of that. It's Jack Grealish on the ball. He plays it through to Bukayo Saka. 90th minute of there. And Saka puts us through to our final in the Euros.
So, 1-1.
Bruno's going to bottle it anyway. The shit.
Gooner, who is your vote?
Yeah, Bukayo Saka scoring a hat-trick, mate. 3-0 easy win.
Right.
Oh my
Nice. Loving it. 2-1 to England. Rhys, what about you?
2-2, I'm afraid. Portugal.
Let's
You
go.
Alex, it's got to be coming home, right?
Nah, Alex, come on.
End the road.
Let's go.
You can't. So that's currently
World War III,
3-2 to
World War III.
Portugal.
End the
You've
road.
got to say that it's coming home, right? You can be as deluded as you want. It's the only time you're allowed to on this channel.
Who? Max? Is it?
Oh, Max has just voted England then. And Kenny.
As
I'm back.
FYI, RJ, the big boss man says England. So England are through to his first final.
Right.
Now, guys, now, the final on Sunday, the 11th of July. Italy versus England. Who's winning? RJ's going to say Italy because he's a wanker.
No,
So,
I'm gonna say
are we
Pizza
going
Gang
to win our first tournament
It's
since
coming
1966?
All I'm saying, bruv, Jude Bellingham.
Do
it for us.
Loving it. I'm loving it. Gooner, what about you, mate? What about you?
Yeah, Saka gets his 14th hat-trick of the tournament.
So it's 2-0 because RJ's walked out. I'm not taking his vote, so that's 2-0 to fucking England. Rhys,
Italy.
boo. Alex,
I'm going for Italy, man. Italy.
so 2-2. Max, are you there?
It's coming home, boys. England are going to win the final.
Yes. And Kenny?
Grealish, foul in the box. Oh,
Yes!
England win the game.
And England have just won the Euros. No need to do the tournament. The Euros is done. England have just won it. Sorted. Euros is cancelled now. We're done. We're done out here. What a tournament that was. Sulz, first thoughts on England winning the Euros. What an achievement for us.
Yeah, man. But Southgate is still time to go. Thank you for the memories. Time to go.
So we are going to wrap it there. England have just won the Euros. Southgate has just taken England to their first win of a major tournament since 1966. The Italians are currently crying at Wembley whilst all the England fans are celebrating. We love to see it. We absolutely love to see it. But before we go, please leave a like video, subscribe to the channel with notifications on. Sulz, where can they find you, mate?
Yeah, they can find me on Gooner Sulz. Pretty much on both now. I have changed everything, so it's all concise into just Gooner Sulz.
Perfect. Gooner Express, where can they find you, bro?
Yeah, on YouTube at the Gooner Express, and then on Twitter and Instagram at Gooner Express _.
I hear that. And Rhys?
On Twitter, LFC_Rhys. On TikTok, Rhys_JB. And on YouTube, RJBTV.
I hear that. And Alex, where can they find you?
Just my Twitter handle below here. Thanks for having me on. And yeah, shout out to Baggy TV and Occasional Filter Football.
Perfect. Max, where can they find you?
On Instagram, MaxTagHD official. On Twitter at YouTube _MaxTagHD. On YouTube at MaxTagHD. and you can also find me in the stands for the Euro 2020 final if they're allowing fans there, and I'll be celebrating.
2021.
No, it is technically UEFA are still calling it the 2020 Euros.
What a daft thing to do.
I know. And not Valve, Kenny, where can they find you?
You can find me lifting the Euros. England. Now you can find me at Pumper's Class. Let's still keep you on Kenny TV on YouTube. And also you can find RJ crying in the corner because England are winning the Euros.
I hear that. England are winning the Euros.
RJ needs to cry.
We've officially seen that England have just won the Euros. So, I mean, the emotions right now are flying high. It's a beautiful moment. And FYI, Prime, if Southgate wins the Euros, I fucking don't care what he does. Like,
no.
I have said before I die, I want to see us win a major tournament, so he can go fucking do what he wants. We had achieved my life goals. But we were going to have transfer talk at 10 p.m, so I'm not going to do that today. Most of the stories can carry on till tomorrow. I don't see many of them getting done today, so we're going to discuss them tomorrow at 3 p.m. So we're going to do that. I'll be on the first XI at, I think, 10:30 is when Prime said it was. So I'll be over there doing sort of similar to what we've just done. And England go win the Euros again, which we love to see. Thanks for watching, everyone. So we'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. with Transfer Talk. Might do a data scouting show at 6 tomorrow. If not, it's just two transfer talks. Prime says the first XI. That's where I'll be. The first XI at 10:30. You guys are mad. Yes, Liam, we are mad, but no, England won't win it on ours. Yes, they will, Prime. They fucking will. England are superior.
England.
It's true. Now my thing is being absolutely dog shit. God, why is my thing so slow?
Oi, Valve, what are you on about?
Oh my god. My thing is going as slow as you can get. But we're gonna wrap it up there. It's currently stuck between pressing 2 comments, for goodness sake. Which we love to see. Right. If I Velvishwan, you disgusting piece of shit. But we are wrapping it up there. Big thanks to everyone watching. Velvishwan, get help. You need it. But until next time, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in a bit.